Well, people seem to be a little confused about history. Uh, they seem to think that the Tea Party, is a little bit off on their calling themselves after the Tea Party. They're a little confused with history. The history of the Tea Party, the original Boston Tea Party, was to fight British rule of taxation as well as uh, the East India uh, Company was under British rule as well, and they were trying to force the colonists to pay an incredible tea tax and only buy tea from the East India Company. That was a two-handed thing, and that's what it was about. It was about taxes and being forced to buy something you didn't want. If you notice today, the mainstay, sure, a few people drink tea, but the mainstay in the United States has been coffee for many years, and I think this is one of the reasons. But that's beside the point. Uh, Now, the Tea Party is basically doing the same thing. They don't want to be forced to buy things they don't want, such as health care, and they don't want the incredible taxation. They want government to live within its means. Really simple. They don't mind paying some taxes, but the government should be reasonable about what they expect. Because it's just, I mean, they've been spending, and everybody has been spending like drunken sailors. The only difference is a drunken sailor finally reaches the end of his paycheck and he's got to sober up and deal with it. The government hasn't sobered up yet. And yeah, the Tea Party moved in. Tea Party caused havoc. This is good. Now, everybody seems to be, all the Democrats and liberals seem to be calling them terrorists. Well, it's not quite true. See, back in the day with the colonists, uh, they, when the actual fighting began, of course, the British lined up, you know, good old government troops, side by side, facing down the enemy. Well, that's when guerrilla warfare came in. And no, Tea Party's not terrorists. The Tea Party is guerrilla warriors. They don't stand side by side waiting for the next man to get shot. They do their thing. There's no terrorist. A terrorist just sneaks up on you and you don't know anything's going on. The Tea Party, you know what they stand for. That's not terrorism. They have faced you down time and time again. There is no racial thing to it or anything like that. The liberals, every time you mention something about Obama, they go, you're just racist. No racism here. It's a man not doing the job. Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter did the same job as he did. And it's time for him, it's time for both of them to go. Jimmy Carter pops up now and again, and he's a nice guy, but he's the most worthless person as president that's ever been in the history of this country, except for maybe Obama at this point. And That's just my feelings on things. It's I don't know where this terrorist thing came up. A terrorist, in my book, is somebody that sneaks up on, whether for a cause or not, it doesn't really matter. A guy that walks into the bank and takes the entire staff hostage or something like that. That's a terrorist. The Tea Party, you know where they stand. You know what they want. They want a reduction in government. They want a reduction in taxes. They want the government to live within its means. That's what the Tea Party stands for. And no, we didn't come to Washington to slap backs and, do business as usual. It's time to get this country straightened out. And that's what Tea Party stands for. So you can lay it off on what you want, but that's what we got going. And that's about all I got to say tonight, anyway. And I could probably go on about it later, but we will leave that. Have a good night.